Hello everyone, this is Fabriello N and welcome. Today I decided to do something a little different and not talk about video game for a change, but instead today we're gonna have an anime discussion. Since I am a big anime fan and I've always been an anime collector over the years, I decided to review the last anime that I finished yesterday, and I'm talking about Ys Legacy, the anime of Ys. And I always, as I told you in my Ys Origin review, I always been a big fan of the Ys franchises since I randomly discovered Ys 3, Wonders from Ys on the Super Nintendo, since I never owned a TurboGrafx because it was, I don't even know it was released in Europe. So, and since then I've always been a big fan of the entire franchise. But for this one, I have to admit I never heard of this until recently when I saw the 25th anniversary review by the Happy Console Gamer, and it talked about this anime, and I became very curious. I was like, wow, an anime of Ys. I wonder how it is. I mean, it's good, it's not. So I searched high, searched low, and at the end, I found it on Amazon for a decent amount of money. It's not too cheap because I think it's quite rare to find it, and since it's really old DVD, by I never heard of this company called Anime Works. I have to check this out. It was released in 1992, by the way. So I, as I told you, I just finished watch this yesterday, and before I tell you it's good or not, just let me tell you some basic story about this. This is book 1 and 2, the animated version. And is it good? Well, if you like Ys, of course it is. Um, so what got me into this, as I told you, it was that I was really curious on the idea of an anime about Ys, since I'm a big fan of the franchise. So this is a good anime by all means. Yes. Um, it is like a masterpiece, or not really. I mean, it ain't Slayers or Trigun or Escaflowne, just comparing with other 90s anime. And per se, it's a good anime, but nothing spectacular. It's your typical 90s anime, in the fantasy world and everything. Like, if you know the story of Ys, you'll recognize everything in this anime from the first minute. But again, it's good. I'm not complaining about that. Um, so as I told you, the thing is, if you play the games, you probably will recognize everything in this anime, and that's a good thing, obviously, since it's based on the games. So you'll see all the familiar places from book 1, like Adol coming to the village, the land of Hysteria, mines, the shrine, the Dharm Tower, everything. And then from book 2, from the land of Ys to the fields, the shrine below the ground, Solomon's shrine, the glacier, everything. That was very good. I really like it. Was really, it's called faithful to the game. That was what I was expecting. Obviously, it would be different. Would be really weird, I think. What I really liked about it, I mean, the story. I basically, it's good because I know the story from the game. I mean, I played and finished book 1. I played, but not finished yet. I have to admit, book 2. For, as I told you, I don't own the original book 1 and 2 game. I bought it for the first time on the Virtual Console and also on Steam. And I'm playing book 2, this period. Let's go like that. It's been weeks now that I haven't played it. And in general, as I told you, it's a good anime, but nothing stellar. But the best thing about Legacy, the anime, uh, are the music. So that's what I really liked about it, because in here you will see the exact you will hear sorry you'll hear the exact same music from the game. So at the exactly right place, the right moment, You'll see certain music that you recognize. Oh wait, I remember that. That was amazing, I have to admit. Also, like the feeling of this anime. I will be back to the music later, but the feeling of the anime, you really know that you're watching Ease. Just like one of the first scenes um, of the show, you'll see from overhead viewing, Adol running around in the fields, almost like bumping into enemies and killing them. I mean, that's I was like, that is amazing. That is so cool. Really love that. And coming to the music again, just want to finish that, is the fact that there are all, as I told you, the music are really, um, I recognize all the soundtrack. Like for example, the Adol's theme, like the Overworld theme, the mines, the Dharm Tower, everything. That was so cool. The Glacier from Book 2. I mean, I'm just thinking more of Book 1, obviously, since it's more familiar. I played Book 1 a lot of times. But that's where I think the, this anime shines. Its similarities with the games, and that was what I wanted from this. It wouldn't be different, obviously, it wouldn't be the same thing, but I kind of also expect of being similar to the games, especially since it's the remake, a sort of remake, let's call it like that, of Book 1 and 2. And that was great. Um, what else can I say about this sort of reviewing? Another thing that I really like about this anime, actually, is the fact that Adol is not alone. I know, we all know that the hero is it's Adol Christian, this guy over here, Christine. Never understand what's his surname, Christian, but Adol. In the game, in all the games except for Origin, you're playing as Adol, running around and saving the world, basically, and you're doing all of this by yourself. In the anime, actually, you'll see that Adol it's not alone. It's less like and it's not an invincible hero like in the games. And here it's actually had help and very important, like from the descendants of the priests, from Doggy. Because I remember in Book 1, Doggy, the first time you meet him, it's actually when you're already inside the Dharm Tower and he like break the wall of the prisons and help you escape, if I remember well. I hope I'm not saying something stupid. In here, the other way, Doggy appears earlier and he helps Adol already in the mines, for example. I still remember that amazing scene when you're running from monsters with the mine theme uh, playing in the background. That was brilliant. And the same is in book two. I mean, it's Adol. It's not by yourself. It's helped by some of the people of Ease. And then at the end, I don't want to spoil the end of book two, since already I spoiled by myself watching this since I haven't finished it. But I really like how uh, everyone helped Adol and the goddess at the end. But great stuff. I love that part about this anime. Um, I just want to add something really that I really thought at the moment I finished watching this. This anime, as I told you, was released in 1992. In fact, it's funny that as a special feature, there are art gallery Ease for Dawn of Ease preview. And that's brilliant, I think. And what I thought was that it would be awesome to have more Ease anime. This was good. I'm not complaining about this. This is a good anime, but would it be awesome to have more? I mean, it's been like 20 years since this was released. Would it be great with the levels of today's animation, for example, having a new series of Ease animes? For example, you can remake Book 1 and 2. It's a great classic. Can you imagine an anime of All Things Falgana, for example? That would be awesome. Or all the games like Dawn of Ease, Ark of Nepistim, all of them, Ease 7. I mean, there are so many Ease games now, and the main difference between back then, when this was released, and today, it's one, but it's very important to me. Today, Ease, it's popular, or at least it's wide known, Back then, when Ys 1, The Vanished Omen, was released, like both on the Master System and on the TurboGrafx, basically no one knows who Ys was. I mean, what Wise was, let's call it with like everybody else back then. And it, like in Europe, for example, in my experience, the first game, well, I bought Ys 3, but it was an imported copy. The first official PAL Ys game was Ys 6, The Ark of Napishtim, so it's way, way later. And for this reason, Ys owned a reputation of a really rare gem on the TurboGrafx circles mainly. Today it's not like this anymore. Ys is wild, wild known. It's very popular, I think. So I think it could be a really like wise and intelligent move by Falcom to redoing and the anime of Ys. I mean, exploit that possibilities that was started by this. This is good. I mean, but today, with today animation, today fans of both Ys and anime, you can do so much more than this. You can make an anime for every game, and it will be amazing. As I told you, Origin, Wonders of Infagana, Dawn of Ys, the Celceta, the new PS Vita game, Dawn 9, Ark of Napishtim, Ys 7, all of them could be great, great animes. So I really hope in the future, but I'm not sure it's gonna happen. It will be very, very difficult, but who knows? Who knows? I mean, we're allowed to dream, right? And having new Ys anime, it's probably one of the best thing that could happen to the series because it could like help spread the popularity that is already good nowadays of the series. So, in conclusion, I recommend this to Ys fans, of course, if you haven't watched it yet, since it's quite old, but it's not that famous. So watch this. It's a nice way to revisit, let's go like this, book 1 and 2 in a different perspective. And to anyone who wants to start exploring the Ys series, this is an interesting add to the collection. I mean, play the games, they're amazing, but this is a nice, neat addition to the game, to the games and the entire Ys experience. It's interesting, especially if you like 90s anime. This is for you. I mean, for example, I am a big fan of the 90s anime since I was growing up during those years. And this, even though I didn't watch back then, watching this the other day almost made me feel like I was a little boy again, growing up and watching anime on MTV, and the way I did when I was like 10 or 12. And it was kind of nostalgic, even though as I told you, I didn't watch this back then, but my heart was in the right place. So also because I love Ys so much that I love this from the first moment. It will not be my favorite anime, but I think it's a really nice addition to the Ys series, and it could be an interesting way to start again or rethinking about the series. And I really, really hope that Falcon one day is gonna rethink about doing this anime and start making again, because it could be very useful to help the spread of the popularity of the series, and also could be amazing, the idea of having such great animes. So I think that's about it about Ys Legacy, the anime. I hope you enjoy it. Comment everything you want, obviously. Just let me know what you think about this, or especially about the idea of Falcom making new anime, or at least help companies making new animes about Ys. And I hope to see you soon with more reviews and more videos. Thanks for watching and take care, guys.